The all-new Laurel Park is beyond your expectations. Feel the anticipation.
Is this long shot?
Witness the speed. Experience the thrill.
Hi, racing fans, and welcome to the Laurel Park Replay Show for Saturday, July 1st as we roll into the month of July. Saturday afternoon's card, high in the 90s, low 90s for the Saturday program, but the track is fast, the turf is firm. There's a chance of a mid-afternoon thunderstorm passing through the area on the Saturday program. The 5th of 9 today is a very interesting maiden special weight race on the turf course. You might want to look out for Cal Lynch's debut runner, Indy Wars. Also in that race, a horse who was favored in Malagassi's maiden win at Gulfstream Park back in January, named The Hardest Way. Very tough and competitive field. Could be a race to watch today's 5th. Here's the 1st of 9 on Saturday. And they're off. Charm City and Sarah's Whisper. The inside is Summer Frock punching through to third. Venezuelan Beauty. Lisa's Secret is on the outside. And Hug a Tree is 5 from the speed up ahead. Sweet Little Lies is last. Sarah's Whisper flying a good pace 3/4 from Charm City second. Lisa's Secret and Summer Frock is at the rail. Venezuelan Beauty is 5th. Then Hug a Tree's outside into the far turn run with 6 to close. And last is Sweet Little Lies. Sarah's Beauty still there. Sarah's Whisper is still there with Charm City second, and Summer Frock is in third position. They're followed by Venezuelan Beauty. They're into the stretch. Sarah's Whisper in front by 2 lengths with a 1/4 mile to run. Charm City is second, then Venezuelan Beauty out to the middle of the track as Sarah's Whisper's in front. Summer Frock gets a rail run, and here comes an explosive bid from Sweet Little Lies. Sweet Little Lies splits horses at the 16th pole. Sweet Little Lies and Summer Frock. Then Charm City is Sweet Little Lies and Sheldon Russell on to win by about a half length from Summer Frock in second. Then it's Charm City third, a blanket for fourth. And they're off. Goodbye, see you later, and Blame Me on the outside out for the early advantage, and Senor Quickie, and Mythos is not cornering well, just drifting off that rail into the turn run, now settles back at second spot, chasing the target of Goodbye, See You Later, who's got that lead, 7.5 furlongs out from Mythos by a length and a half. In the meantime, outside says Senor Quickie in third position, and Slide By You is next, then They All Come Home is in between horses, and last now is Blame Me, who's about 6 from that lead. Goodbye, See You Later going solo with about 6 furlongs left. An easy pace too for Goodbye, See You Later. 25 2/5 is that opening 1/4 mile for Goodbye, See You Later from Mythos, now clear by 2. It's Senor Quickie just in third from Slide By You rail riding. They All Come Home and Blame Me last. Goodbye, See You Later's in front, 2.5 from Mythos, about the same margin. Senor Quickie and then Slide By You. Blame Me's out there 3 deep, and last is as now they all come home. Into the turn, goodbye, see you later's in front with a 3-length lead from Mythos. Second, it's another 5, Blame Me and Senor Quickie. Others with plenty to do now, they all come home. Slide by You drops to last with 2.5 furlongs left to run. Goodbye, see you later's made all that running as Mythos is put to stop pressure from second as they pass the quarter pole. Then it's Senor Quickie and Blame Me into the stretch. Goodbye, see you later, trying to throw the knockout punch there by Ford in front with 3/16 left to run. Goodbye, see you later, steady pressure and holding sway from Mythos and Senor Quickie and Blame Me to the last 16th. Goodbye, see you later. Goodbye, see you later by 6 on the line, Senor Quickie and Mythos, and then Blame Me. And they're off. Fracero and Carrasco directly to the front. From Racetrack Romance and Flying Toby Childers, Barney Rebel settles in mid-pack. And then it's Jose Seaview and Hard Drive is last of them all. So Fracero will set that tempo into the first turn run. The outside is Flying Toby Childers at the rail. Racetrack Romance, 2 lengths clear, and Barney Rebel is in 4th position. Another length and a half, and it's Hard Drive, and last is Jose Seaview. Easy, steady pace for Fracero. Leads Flying Toby Childers length and a quarter. Racetrack Romance pinned down inside their 3rd position, and Barney Rebel is in the clear from 4th, and just 4 from the pacemaker. Hard Drive and Jose Seaview is last of them all. Very easy go with 4.5 furlongs left to run for Fracero's in front from Flying Toby Childers. Now it's Racetrack Romance still 3rd to the inside, and Barney Rebel called on for a little more run, keeping close there, just 2.5 lengths off the pace. Hard Drive, and last is Jose Seaview's got to pick it up as they head into the far turn. Fracero, Flying Toby Childers 2 lengths back, and Barney Rebel's got a kick now with 3 furlongs left. And Racetrack Romance, Hard Drive under a drive, and Jose Seaview last of them all. Flying Toby Childers in front from Fracero at the quarter pole. Barney Rebel, Racetrack Romance in between horses, searching for a bit of racing room, has now found a bit of daylight at the 3/16 pole. Out in the center is Hard Drive, and Jose Seaview at the far outside. It's Flying Toby Childers just holding on. Barney Rebel set down on the outside. Barney Rebel to full attack. Barney Rebel and Flying Toby Childers determined on the inside. Barney Rebel's never been better at the age of 9. 3 in a row for Barney Rebel, Flying Toby Childers, and Racetrack Romance. And then for Fracero and Jose Seaview in Hard Drive. Lined up. And they're off. Chip Secluded, Radiant Beam at the inside, attempting to love with early foot 2, and Summer Something on the outside. Then Mini Donation and Next Street is trailing the field. Radiant Beam, the fastest of them all now, with attempting to love right off the heels. That one in second, and Chip Secluded is in third, and Summer Something up on the outside, beginning to gain some ground to make 4 of them, almost in a line into the far turn run. Then Mini Donation and Next Street trailing the field, so attempting to love is now in front, with Summer Something and Chip Secluded in between horses. Radiant Beam suddenly drop back and forth, then Mini Donation and Next Street trailing the field. Top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go, and it is Summer Something on the outside, attempting to love, driven at the rail. Far outside is Mini Donation, is swooped into third and into 3/16 pole, and it is Summer Something in front. Summer Something attempting to love, and Mini Donation out in the center, still got a chance to win it. Mini Donation has moved to second. Summer Something extended by Xavier Perez with a 16th pole and holding sway. It's Summer Something, and Xavier Perez. Summer Something by 4 from Mini Donation, then attempting to love, and Next Street and Chip Secluded and Radiant Beam. And they're off. The Hardest Way was out first, and You Dundalk for the outside. Indy Wars is fourth out of the fence. Yukon Johnny just outkicked by the speed up ahead, and Clever Triad to the inside, and Hurricane Harold is last of them all, some 8 or 9 lengths off the pace of the Hardest Way. Charging with speed into the far turn, the Hardest Way. You heating up that pressure on the full chase from second. Dundalk is in third and looking good with 3.5 furlongs left to go, and Indy Wars is in fourth, and Clever Triad, Hurricane Harold, and Yukon Johnny is last. Top of the stretch for the extended run in. It's the Hardest Way who's cut that corner and tries to kick away from You, and Dundalk out the center of the track trying to quicken for the last furlong and a half. Dundalk is now in full chase of the Hardest Way. The Hardest Way and Dundalk on the outside, gaining little by little. The Hardest Way with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Dundalk on the outside. The Hardest Way at the 16th pole when Dundalk and the Hardest Way and Dundalk down to the second finish together. Dundalk and the Hardest Way, and then it was Clever Triad who picked up late from third, and You. Rain's really coming down now, and they're Rafu hopping in the air, losing the rider Dr. Bolt at the start. Dr. Bolt hopped in the air, lost the rider, jocks in the gate, and appears okay as they race now past the 5 ace. DNA Approved is in front. DNA Approved, there is Social Media. Social Media now moving along there on the outside. And in between horses is Hunger, who's also part of the early mix too. Another 2 lengths back, and it's Great Smoke racing to the tail of the field with Duke and with Dale. So that loose horse just split the 3 front runners up top there and gets clear of the field with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Social Media on the outside, Hunger in between horses. DNA Approved is trying to stay in. Great Smoke is driven on the far outside and duking with Dale. Any one of them can win it at the top of the stretch. They straighten for home. And it is Social Media's in front. And here's Great Smoke out in the middle of the track, charging hard now. Social Media. Social Media in the final furlong. A length and change in front from Great Smoke, just running against the wind and running against the rain. Here is Social Media and Forest Boyce. Social Media will win by 2 from Great Smoke. And Dukin with Dale was third, and DNA Approved in Hunger. Time 106.60 against the wind. And they're off. Class turns Perfect You, set up on the inside, and Perfect Party Girl. Hard hustle with early speed. Perfect Party Girl and Perfect You head to head for the lead as they head on to the far turn run. Class Terms back in third, just out sprinted. And Anya now advances to fourth and makes a quick move within 4 lengths of the lead. Then Rill in the Hills is followed by Mesmerize and Nancy R's at the rail. Then it's back to Sell a Peach. Saturday's Rain had to check into the far turn run as drop back double digits from the front. And Hydro were out there 3 wide. Thirsty Bandit and Never Break the Chain is the last runner as they make the turn in for home. 3 of them spread out across the track. Here's Anya on the outside. Anya toward the center of the course, going on with a Perfect Party Girl. Perfect You on the inside gives way from third. And then it's Rill in the Hills racing fourth, and Mesmerizes fifth. They're coming to the last furlong now. Anya and Gustavo La Rosa in a 3-length lead now with a 16 to go. Saturday's Rain has overcome trouble on the far turn and is flying on the outside. Anya's trying to hold. Anya gonna get there. Anya barely by a half a length from Saturday's Rain second. It's closer third. And they're off. Ascertain, the favorite, got a sharp break. Discreet Deceit and Miss Mischievous is between them. Now Red is traveling fourth. The opening furlong gets a tap to go on and keep close. And Phase the Nation is last of them all. 5 A's to go, and Ascertained out of the rail, leading the way by a length from Discreet Deceit. And then Miss Mischievous backs off a bit in third, leaving him at the rail from Narette. Narette sneaking on through and trying to quicken up that pace up front there. And Phase the Nation's got a chance to the outside. 3 lengths covers the field with 3.5 furlongs to go. Ascertain just ahead in front from Discreet Deceit and Phase the Nation on the outside. Miss Mischievous and Narette on the inside with 2.5 furlongs left. Ascertain getting a test now from Discreet Deceit on her outside, and Phase the Nation 3 deep in third as they pass the quarter pole and head for home. Well off that rail now as Ascertain has drifted a little wide into the stretch. Phase the Nation on the outside, and Discreet Deceit battling bravely in between horses. Ascertain just holding on to the lead for the final furlong. She's got to dig down because Phase the Nation's there on her outside up to even terms. Phase the Nation, Ascertain. Ascertain is fully extended to come back, and Phase the Nation's grabbed the lead. Phase the Nation from Ascertain. Phase the Nation's won her 6th at Laurel from Ascertain. Then Discreet Deceit. Then Miss Mischievous and Narette. Time 1:10.4. And they're off. Bay Bridge very slow to begin. Love to Prospect and Out of the Depths, and Whiskey Sour on the outside. Whiskey Sour takes second, Out of the Depths back in third. Then Out of the Fire at the rail racing fourth. The rest is history, followed by Soup to Coop, Intrepid Citizen. Then Anawan is next, and Bay Bridge back of the pack with I'm the Big Man, who is last of them all and some 13 off the pace up ahead. Solid opening 2 furlongs there by Love to Prospect. Love to Prospect takes off at a 2.5 length lead. Whiskey Sour second, a length and a half. Gray Out of the Depths is racing third. Out of the Fire is in fourth. The rest is history in the clear of the outside in fifth. Soup to Coop is parked at the rail some 8 lengths from the front. And then to the outside is Bay Bridge, Intrepid Citizen, Anna 1, and I'm the Big Man is last, still about 13 to make up. So with 4 furlongs left to go, Love to Prospect, the speed to catch. Whiskey Sour and Out of the Fire on the inside is third. Out of the Depths is fourth. The rest is history. Sweeping up there 4 wide in the second group, trying to join that second group of runners out 4 deep at the turn. And here's Soup to Coop, who's poised for a run on the inside with 3 furlongs to go, saving ground. Intrepid Citizen has advanced while 4 wide, and Bay Bridge on the far outside. Then Anna 1 and I'm the Big Man into the stretch, and it's Love to Prospect trying to take them all the way. Still strong with a furlong and a half left to go. From Out of the Fire second. Soup to Coop still charging on the inside for a share. Soup to Coop now really getting into gear. Soup to Coop on the inside opening there. Soup to Coop trying to slip through along the rail. Out of the Fire on the outside. They're inhaling Love to Prospect, who's trying to hold. Out of the Fire. Loves to Prospect. Soup to Coop was in that photo too. Surge very late, may have been second. Then Intrepid Citizen and I'm the Big Man.
That's it for the Saturday program here at Laurel Park. Hope you had plenty of winners. Coming out and join us on Sunday afternoon with a 1:10 post. Our Sunday brunch back in action in the Garden Terrace, $22 per person. And during the month of July, a couple of extra promotions as well. We have our All-American Handicapping Challenge on Saturday, July 8th for premier players, and our All-American Barbecue on the apron as we roll past the 4th of July on Saturday, July 8th as well. July 30th, mark your calendars for the Laurel Park Crab Feast. Tickets $60 per person. Get them soon. Go to laurelpark.com for all the information. Our Crab Feast coming up Saturday, July 30th. We'll see you Sunday afternoon right here at Laurel Park.